give it to Space Marines, but is likely to go to Call of Duty too. Something that isn't likely to go to Call of Duty is an FTC warning that companies should disclose how long connected devices would be supported. I wanted to read over this because I really wanted to talk about how, listen, people, stop buying smart products. That shit ain't it. As somebody who constantly is told that they're a fucking tech whiz, they're a tech genius, even though I don't think I am very familiar with technology, and when it comes to being technologically literate, I don't speak unless I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Stop buying smart devices. A lot of smart devices don't even need to be smart. Like, some of you niggas is just lazy and stupid. What the fuck? Like, I can understand having a smart car, right? It makes sense to have something that you use every day be as smart as possible. For example, your smart car being able to tell you when you're drifting into the wrong lane, your smart car being able to tell you directions, being able to let you switch music and interact with your phone and phone calls hands-free so that you could free up your hands to keep them on the steering wheel and keep your eyes on the road. Something like that being a smart device, even though I personally don't want that shit, I can understand somebody wanting to do that. But stop buying smart toasters, stop buying smart thermostats, stop buying smart lights, stop buying fucking clap-ons where you gotta to turn on the goddamn light. Bro, just get the fuck up. How lazy do you have to be to not get the fuck up and walk 5 feet, my nigga? Just walk and cut the goddamn light on or off. Jesus Christ, bro. How hard is it? How hard is it? Jesus Christ. Certain things just don't need to be smart devices. Why do you need a smart toaster? Why do you need a fucking iPad on the side of your fridge to know what's in your fridge? Open your fucking fridge. Why do you need your fridge to be able to communicate with your phone and send notes to your phone so that you could read your grocery list on your phone and write it on? Bro, if you don't get a piece of paper and a fucking magnet that you can get anywhere from any store for like $2, or anytime you go to a community center event, niggas love giving out fucking magnets for free. Take a magnet, take a piece of printer paper, put that bitch on the fridge and write. Or use the notes app on your phone. Again, I always say, $1,000 device. Well, this isn't $1,000 because I'm not stupid, but most people pay upwards of $500 for their phone. $1,000 device. I mean, I said 500, upwards of 600. I mean, $1,000 device in your pocket, and you don't even know how to use it. You have a notes app on here, just writing in notes app. You have voice type and you have a handwriting mode. And if your phone comes with a stylus, you could physically open up your notes app. Look, my phone has a feature where, let me show you. Even if the screen is off. Wait, hold up. Let me turn the brightness up because I was filming a TikTok earlier. Wait, look. My phone has a stylus. Screen is partially on. I take the stylus out. Look, it just boots straight into the notes app. As soon as I take the damn stylus out, I can write on the screen. Look, it makes noises. I can make notes. It's not that fucking hard, people. It's not that hard. Not every device in your crib gotta be a smart device. Stop buying them damn smart devices. But back to this. Another reason why you shouldn't buy those smart devices, besides the fact that you don't fucking need it, it's a waste of money, even if you have disposable income. A lot of those devices end support very quickly. My favorite example to use is the Spotify car thing. That shit was stupid from the start and is stupid in the end. The US FTC published a paper that found 89% of connected devices do not detail how long the item will receive software support. Yeah. No, you may not. Found 89% of connected devices do not detail how long the item will receive software support for. The study examined product websites looking for specifics about how long the company is expected to support the device. Within the 11% of product sites that shared this information, the review found cases with ambiguous language as well as inconsistencies in where dates were displayed. As a secondary test, the researchers conducted basic Google searches for information about support dates and couldn't quickly find answers for 67% of the devices. Now, for the Googling part, you may say, Well, that's Google. That's not the company's website. Of course you're not going to be able to find shit. Go to the company's website if you want to find something. I will argue that point for the simple fact. Be real. For the few people that even do know what software support is and how many years software should be supported and blah, blah, blah. For the people who do know that information, a majority of them are going to go to google.com, search up how long is such and such device supposed to have device support, and that's it. They're not going to think to go to the company website, or they're not going to see it on Google and just go shoulder shrug. So I think that's a fair metric personally. Excuse me. The review found cases with ambiguous language. Consumers stand to lose a lot of money if their smart products stop delivering the features they want. The Spotify car thing, y'all could go look it up, look into it, and find videos that go more in depth to it. But imagine paying $90 to use the device in your car that about 2 years afterwards just doesn't work because the company said, we're not making a boatload of cash off of this like we thought we would, so we're going to stop supporting it and make it so you can't use the shit, period. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. Consumers stand to lose a lot of money. Stop delivering features they want. Also, software updates and security updates. Don't sleep on security updates, like it's not just about features. When shopping for smart devices, consumers should ask questions and consider how long their product will last. This part is very true. That's also another reason why I say stop buying only smart devices. I don't like the idea of having to update my damn toaster. Like, what the fuck you mean I gotta connect my toaster to the Wi-Fi? Nigga, all you do is burn bread in a pattern for me to eat. What the fuck is Wi-Fi gonna do for you? Give you a new bread burn pattern? Like, nigga, what? You don't pop that bread out that fucking slot so I could grab it? The 89% figure sounds like a pretty damning rate, but there is a major caveat to this research. The FTC only looked at 184 products. That's a lot. And fell across a huge range of categories. The review excluded laptops, yeah, cause Windows, and also you could put whatever the fuck software you want on there. Excluded laptops, personal computers, tablets, and automobiles. I think automobiles should have been included. But any other connected, so basically, so for those of y'all who are understanding, who aren't peeping what they're saying with that explanation is, all the stuff that basically people's lives run on, like cars that are smart devices, or phones, tablets that are smart devices, they didn't look into, because modding software support for those devices are way easier to find and way more likely, and it's a different world. But basically useless shit, like if you had, I don't know, a smart controller, like a controller with a screen in the middle of it that gives you AI hints for games or some stupid ass feature like that. They looked up software support guidelines and specifications for stuff like that. Or if you're one of the dumbasses that brought a smart microwave, you gotta connect the fucking microwave to Wi-Fi. Dumbest shit I done seen in a very long time. Like, that's one of the worst things to connect. You can connect to Wi-Fi, because for those of you who aren't familiar, microwaves put out radiation. Radiation messes with certain frequency wavelengths. You know what frequency wavelengths microwaves can often mess with? Wi-Fi. So to have a Wi-Fi connected device that also disturbs Wi-Fi, you see where I'm going with this? Because, like, really think about it, bro. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck do I need my phone connected to the microwave for? Like, what am I gonna do? Put the microwave on for fucking an hour and then leave home and then have my phone alert me when the microwave is done after roasting for an hour? Like, boy, what the fuck? If you don't stay in a goddamn crib and watch your turkey for your house burn down, stupid bitch. So while the real percentages are likely hazier than this report suggests, the Federal Trade Commission's point about considering ongoing product support still a good one. It's an amazing one. Oh, that's the end of it? Yeah, it's still an amazing one. It's becoming more common for smartphone manufacturers to say upfront how long they'll support the device. For instance, Samsung will keep the S24 line updated for 7 years, The wave of right to repair laws that have been pushed in a few states, most recently California, blah, blah, blah. That's them trying to get you to read other articles. So yeah, I'm just making and having this section of the video. I don't know if this is going to be a separate video or not, but I really mostly want this section of the video to be like, yo, please, please, I am begging you, please, people, stop buying smart devices. Stop. Please stop. The only person that benefits from you buying them smart devices is the company. That shit is not going to help you. In the long run, when they, like they said, when they end support for that smart device, guess who's suffering? Yo ass. Guess who's not getting a refund? Yo ass. Anyway, this one I wanted to, another article I wanted to glance over, see if there was anything interesting to talk about. Spotify is getting support for Google. Oh, I remember why I brought this up. Because it has to do with Google Gemini. Alright, wait, hold up. Let me sip some water before I talk about this, so y'all know I'm not a dry lip bitch. So, oh, that's what I was talking about. I, as a person who is a fan of AI and using AI, I enjoy using AI personally because it helps streamline certain things and it helps make certain processes easier. Like whenever I need an idea for something or I need to quickly find information, I love using something like Perplexity. Whenever I'm writing a video essay script and I want to reword a sentence, but I'm stuck, I've been sitting here for 5-10 minutes trying to figure out how to reword this sentence, it's good to have something like ChatGPT to give me suggestions and give me ideas on ways that I can reword this sentence. Also, excuse me for burping in your ear. So when AI is being used ethically, because I always say I'm a fan of AI, but I'm a fan of the ethical AI being used, I love it. And like, even when it comes to AI art, I would never take AI art and say that, yes, I'm a real artist, I use art. Now, I make my own art, okay? I actually know how to draw. I haven't drew in a very long time, but I'm actually an artist. I understand artistic design concepts, artistic principles. I do make my own fucking art all the time for my music. Link down below my Linktree. Go to my Spotify, Apple Music, whatever the fuck, and look at all those album arts on there. It's either 2 or 3 of them that I didn't make from the ground up myself, like including both ones that I paid somebody for or ones that I used AI for. No, 3. No, because the BBL Drizzy ones, it was BBL, the house one, and then no, OV Ho. So it's less than 10 songs where I have used oh wait, no, because of Thanksgiving shit too, but I have used AI art on a couple different projects I've made, but I would never claim to make those projects from the ground up. Now, I have done things to the art to make it transformative in nature and to get a specific point that I have across and to do certain things to it, and I do make it transformative because I treat AI art as just a free stock image generator. What the fuck is a generator? As basically a free stock art generator, because it's kind of like I always say, it's kind of hard to find stock art of Negroes, and even when you do find stock art of Negroes, it's kind of hard to find specific stock art of people doing specific things. Usually stock art with including Negroes is very, very general things like Negro answers the phone, Negro sends a text, Negro in a suit sitting at a computer. It's not very ultra specific stuff as to what I needed, and sometimes the poses and positioning isn't like in the best composition that I necessarily want. Maybe sometimes I want them in like this part of the screen and I want a lot of space to be over here so that I can put words or whatever the fuck over there. It's certain proportions and things that I need that are very extremely specific, that with a real life picture, once you get the edges and borders of the picture, it's pretty much done. Versus an AI picture, I can regenerate it and say, hey, I want this person to move over here. So again, I'm not against AI art. I'm against people using AI art and claiming that they're artists. Nigga, no, you're not. You didn't. If you just do this. Art piece I made. I'm such a great artist, man. Don't y'all just love how great I am at art? Look at this art piece. Look at the composition. Look at the colors. I all hand designed, handmade that piece by piece, brick by brick, because I'm just that great of it. No. If you're one of the people that does that with AR art, no, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. No, we do not like you. You are not one of us. No. That's stealing art. But if you actually like edit the image, change the image, put effects, filters, use the base image, or even if you redraw an AI generated image and make your own thing with it, put your own spin, your own art style to it, and use it for inspiration, that's cool, that's okay. Now I say all that to say, again, I'm a fan of ethical AI. I'm also a fan of AI that actually works. Nigga, fuck Google Gemini. That shit is ass. Until Google Gemini becomes good, which, because it's connected to Google, I hope it's one. This is the first time I can ever remember seeing Google release a product and hoping that it ends up in the Google graveyard. And for those of y'all who don't know what the Google graveyard is, basically Google has a very notorious history for having products that they release and then ending support for it very quickly, like after they have it. So all the way from recently, December 24, Google Jamboard. Google Jamboard is a web native and native whiteboard app that offered a rich collaborative experience. It's 8 years old. So something that they had for 8 years. They just got rid of. Chromecast. I didn't even know Chromecast were ending support. What the fuck? Chromecast were fired. This was a great product, actually. What the why would they end it? Let me see. Google is done making Chromecast. Even though Chromecast devices will now be available while supplies last. It says it will be able to put security updates. By now, Google has said technology has evolved dramatically since the launch of the original one in 2013. We invested heavily in millions of TV devices. Oh, basically they're saying that our architecture for our softwares are in so many smart TVs. We don't need to sell Chromecast. I still think that's a whole load of baloney, but yeah, most people don't know better and they have smart TVs. I'd agree with that. In place of Chromecast, the company will offer newly announced. Unless this is something exactly like the Chromecast, no. Might be the Apple 4K rival. It's faster, future-proof for the smart home. Oh, so this is supposed to connect to your whole house and be a smart house connecting device. That's why they stopped pushing Chromecast. VPN by Google One, Dropcam. They have a product that range from 2009 to 2024. So that's 2009 to 19. That's 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 15 years, this product has been around for 15 years and they killed it. Google Podcasts, something else they killed this year. Google Domains. Basically, if you were running a website and you want, you know how like every website, for example, killedbygoogle.com, to have a website and own the name killedbygoogle.com, you have to pay a domain service for that. They got rid of theirs. Pixel Pass, Google Cloud, Grasshopper, YouTube Stories, Google Album Archive, Google Currents, Google Stadia, Jacquard, OnHub, YouTube Originals. Forgot about that shit. When YouTube was making original shows where they were partnering with different YouTube creators to make original shows, YouTube Originals, Google Surveys, YouTube Go. What the fuck is that? YouTube Go was an app aimed at making YouTube easier to access on mobile devices. Nigga, what? That one actually made sense to die. That shit sounds stupid. Just use the fucking Google app. Google Duo. Yeah, I remember that. They left the support available until like this year for some fucking reason, even though the service was killed, and they rolled that up into Google Meet. Cameos, G Suite, and this shit goes on and on and on. Let's see how far back. Let's see what's the first product that's on here. First product that they have is Google Desk Bar, killed over 18 years ago. So they have stuff from 18 years ago all the way up till now. 296 different products that they've killed over. I said the first one was what, like 2004? 2002. So since 2002, they've been killing services. So from 2002, 12, 22, 3, 4. So for the last 32 years, they've been notoriously known for killing product after product after product. I say that to say, I hope Gemini ends up on that list very fucking soon, because the shit sucks. And the way they're trying to integrate it, implement it, sucks even worse. Anyway, Gemini can play music found by song titles, artist names, album names, playlists, blah, 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 blah. But at the moment, it won't create playlists or radio stations on Spotify. Thank fucking God, Spotify AI is already fucking terrible. It's already shitty enough that they got that dumbass smart shuffle feature that automatically turns on whenever you turn on shuffle. Like, I hate the idea that I could go on Spotify, put on my own playlist, accidentally turn on smart shuffle, and hear some bullshit that some random nigga uploaded to Spotify. Like, bro, if I wanted to take a chance on hearing random music, I would do that. I don't want to hear this nigga's music. Like, no, stop. I don't want to hear this shit. I want to hear my music in my fucking playlist. If I go on an album and I turn on smart shuffle, if I go on an album that I want to listen to from top to bottom, let's say I listen to it top to bottom and I want to listen to it on shuffle. Why the fuck? Oh, and I want to listen to it on shuffle. Why the fuck are you playing me music from other random niggas that's off the album? That's a dumbass feature, bro. I hate that shit. Now they're trying to implement it. Now they're trying to double stack and add AI into an already AI shitified service. Oh boy. Gemini can play music. Spotify is the second non-Google app to gain Gemini abilities following the rollout of WhatsApp support in October. Great thing I don't use that piece of shit app. Google well, it could have gotten better since I last used it, because I last used it in like 2019. That shit was terrible. Google support page for the extension explains that it first requires linking your Spotify, so nobody's going to use this feature, and Google accounts to enable it with Gemini apps. And you have to enable Gemini apps activity. Double nobody's going to use it, because even as a nigga who would already have my Google and Spotify accounts linked, if I really gave a fuck about listening to music on Spotify, then you have to go into settings and turn it on. Nobody's really going to use this, which can hold your AI queries for up to 72 hours. Super no. You won't be able to use the Spotify extension inside Google Messages. Didn't even know there was a Spotify extension in Google Messages, the Gemini web app, or Gemini app on iOS, and it only works while Gemini's language is set to English to start. So I can only use this for one language. I have to have my Spotify and Google account connected. I have to go deep, what's probably deep in the settings to use it. And I can't use it in one of the major places where it would be most important to use it, on a fucking Google device. I can't wait till Gemini AI goes into the graveyard, because boy do I hate this shit. Google to sell Chrome and be banned from re-entering the browser market for 5 years, recommended the DOJ. So I saw a quick bits video going a little bit into this. Long story short, what are you doing? The US Department of Justice, it's either the Department of Justice or the FTC, basically looked at Google's share in the computer browser market, and they basically said, hey, you know that meme from Wolf of Wall Street? Well, I don't know if it's Wolf of Wall Street, but I know it's the same actor, where a dude is slightly sitting up off the couch like, hey, I can't whistle, but he's like, hey, and he's like pointing. Yeah, that's basically what either the DOJ or FTC was doing to Google by saying, hey, it's kind of like a conflict of interest to be the leading leading search engine on every fucking browser and have your own browser. Cause I've never changed the settings in this shit for stop. You're crying to go play with a baby you can't even play with, bro. If you go out there, they're putting your ass in a cage. Stop, please. Anyway, if I type in any random letters in the address bar that doesn't lead directly to a website, this internet browser goes straight to Google anyway, regardless. So it's like, look, listen. Understand that they're basically mad that they're double dipping and saying that Google has a monopoly since they're the leading web browser, and even like most of the competitor web browsers like DuckDuckGo and all that other shit, Badoo, those all use Google's database to search for shit. Basically, those are it's like how Opera GX is basically a mod of a mod. So without getting too nerdy, there's this project called Chromium that most web browsers are built off of. That's basically the code base of Google Chrome. So basically, Opera GX is the Opera company modding Google Chrome. And then after they mod Google Chrome and make their own thing, call it Opera, they modded Opera and made Opera GX an edition version for gamers. That's how most web browsers are. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh my god. All right, anyway, so yeah, let's read on. As of Wednesday night, the official paperwork has since been filed, and we can now see that the authorities' plan is even further reaching than initially suggested. Though you won't see, not only will a judge be asked to enforce Google's sale of Chrome, who the fuck has the ability to buy Google Chrome? That's what I more want to know. What companies have the ability to buy Google Chrome? Let's go ask Grocky Boy. Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, that's my bitch. What companies could buy Google Chrome? And just because I want to do a comparison on answers real quick, let's look up. So APRPL AI. Boom. No, god damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Copy. Let's ask Perplexity. And then I'm gonna bring my pop something and I'll be right back, y'all. Just listen to the music and vibe. All right. Let's compare answers of Grokky Boy to this other one. Ooh, this is a great beat. If Google were to be forced to sell Google Chrome, according to 15 search results and 8 posts, Grok 2 Mini Beta says that Microsoft could potentially buy them. Despite its own browser, Microsoft Edge, which is already based on Chromium, Microsoft could be interested in acquiring Chrome. However, this move might raise antitrust concerns due to Microsoft's past issues with browser market dominance. Yeah, I was just about to say, why the fuck would Microsoft buy them and they already have Edge? And like, I will never use Edge because they fucked me over. You're not gonna do all that crying in my lap, bro. You can get the fuck off my lap if that's the case. Off? Okay, cool. You're not gonna sit here and cry on my lap. Yeah, I don't think Microsoft will buy it. They have money. They have enough money to buy it. Like, fiscally, they can buy it. But in terms of reality, nah, them niggas not buying it. Facebook, fuck no. Please, God no. God no. OpenAI, I did hear they were interested in making a browser. Rumble, okay, now you're just saying shit. Other browser Brave, hell no. Actually, no. Brave would want to, but I don't know if they could afford to. I don't know what their money situation is looking like. So hell no. Might see an opportunity to expand. However, if the price is right and there's a strategic partnership involved, smaller players could be in the mix. And I don't know about that. How many results did it give me that made sense? This one made sense and it said the antitrust thing. This is possible. They have enough money to do it. But would it make sense for them? Yes. In terms of market dominance, yes, it would make sense. But I think that would also equally be antitrust. OpenAI, they're the only one that seemed viable on this list. Rumble, you're just saying shit, bro. Them niggas can barely afford to stay afloat. Don't nobody use Rumble. The edgy niggas on the internet all go to Kick. And Kick is shit too, so... Okay, so what they're saying is Microsoft, a major tech giant with its own browser, could be interested in acquiring Chrome to expand its market share. Yeah. Samsung... I don't know about Samsung. How would Samsung benefit from that? Because Samsung doesn't make a majority of their money from their computers. They make a majority of their money from Android and... Wait, no. I don't think they own Android. Does Samsung own Android still? Let me look it up. Does Samsung own Android? No, Samsung does not own Android ownership. Google brought Android. Okay, yeah, Android is owned by Google. So yeah, so they make most of their money from the phones that they sell. They have other products they make money off of, but mostly they make money from the phones. So I don't understand how having a browser could help them. Oracle, known as enterprise software, Oracle might be... What the fuck is that? Yeah, they say to enter the consumer market, so I assume that they're not heavy into the consumer market. The fuck is that? Oh, they do stuff with like cloud applications. Oh, I don't know much about that company, so I can't properly comment on if that would make sense. HP, I don't know if HP can afford it. I honestly don't. Adobe, how the fuck would that benefit them? Apple would never buy Google Chrome. It just wouldn't make sense. Mozilla, they definitely can't afford it. Mozilla has like 5% share in the browser space. They definitely can't afford it, and even if they could, no. OpenAI seems to be the one out of these that made the most sense. I'm not gonna lie, comparing these results, besides this bullshit, this right here, that's a hallucination. For you to think Rumble is even in the conversation with this shit, you're fucking crazy. Nigga said he's interested in acquiring Google Chrome. Yeah, you're interested in acquiring Google Chrome, just like I'm interested in having $1 million. Don't mean you got that shit or you gonna get that shit. Knock on wood, but I am gonna get $1 million one day, but I'll get $1 million before this nigga get Google Chrome in his hands. Fuck out of here. I like how this shit gives better explanations and give a better summary and bullet points, but I do like how this gave a better spread of options and it gives better sources and whatnot. Grok ain't that bad. Grok ain't that bad. But yeah, out of companies that could buy Google and shit, actually afford to buy Chrome off of Google unless like they're forced to put it at a certain price, this could be scary. This could be scary. Now, I don't think it's gonna happen, but if it does, it'll be interesting to see who buys it and what happens from there. The proposal also calls for Google to be prohibited from acquiring any interest in search rivals, potential entrants, and rival search or search ads related AI products. Now, I don't know what the fuck that means, so if anybody in the comments can inform me and give me better clarity, please do. And that it must let go of anything it already holds in its clutch. Now, this was the interesting thing. This part I understand. Basically, they said any money you have invested in any kind of competing search engines or any of that shit, you gotta take that money out. Conflict of interest. Furthermore, interest. Furthermore, the documents additionally call for a halt to all anti-competitive payments to distributors, including Apple, because for those of y'all who didn't know, what Google does is they pay different companies, for example, Opera GX, Apple, Windows, to Windows with Microsoft Edge, or Microsoft better yet, to make sure that whenever they have a browser or something like that, or whenever they have something with some sort of functionality, that the default search engine is always set to Google. That are made to ensure Google is the default search engine on various companies' devices. They're saying, hey, stop paying to play. Stop playing to pay and let people have a choice. Which, to be fair, out of every search engine I've tried and used, the ones that I have used to be as alternatives to Google, all just use Google results anyway. So it's like, hey, even if it comes without the ads and all that shit, it's like, dog, all these shits are just using Google results in worse form factors. I might as well use Google. So it's like, they can take money out of them, but it's like, yo, there's still services built off of them. So at the end of the day, most people are gonna have the same thought I am of, yo, this shit is literally just Google but worse. And if I'm not mistaken, let me look it up before I talk to my ass, I think Bing is connected to Google too. Does Bing use Google as a base? The search result data that Bing copied had in fast come from Bing's very own users. Okay, yeah, so that's one of the few ones then that doesn't use Google as its base. But most other browsers like DuckDuck, like, let me just look up a list. What should I put? I know search engines that use Google as a base. Search engines that use Google as a base. Oh wait, here we go. We just read that this is false. See, this that shit I be talking about. Why you shouldn't trust AI. There isn't much infos that use Google as a base. 5 seconds ago, you just told me that Bing doesn't use Google, Gemini. So do they use it or do they not? Like I said, I don't mind using shit like Perplexity and ChatGPT, but understand, like I was saying earlier about smart devices, don't let none of this smart technology make you lazy or stupid, because technology will always have limitations, just like the human mind. But the difference between technology and the human mind limitations, whether those limitations and the human mind are broken, are up to you. If you want to be a lazy fuck, you're gonna get lazy fuck results. If you want to break out of that, you can. A computer can't go, you know what, I'm tired of sucking at giving people search results, I'm gonna get better. No, a human has to step in and make it better. Go beyond Google. Search engines that use Google. Fuck. Can't find a definitive list of it. So this is gonna be more. Oh wait. Back end ownership. There we go. So ask.com. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, list of search engines. Ask.com, Google, Baidu. If I'm not, oh no, Baidu is owned by Baidu. That's the Chinese shit. Brave Search. Brave Search is powered by Google. Oh, that's what. List of search engines. That's the term I was looking for. List of search engines powered by Google. Does anything pop up? One of Google's other search engine. Google Scholar, Google Patent Search. No, those are sub search engines, you dickhead. So yeah, what else? Do Brave Search. I know that one for sure is powered by Google. Dogpile. Let's see. I know DuckDuckGo is powered by Google too. Dogpile is a meta search engine for information that fetches results from Google. So there you go. Out of these first few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know Ecosia. 5 out of the first 4 that I randomly see are owned by Google. Let's look at backend ownership and let's go to Google. So Ecosia, Ask, Google, Start Page, and R.I.C.O, whatever. Oh no. So Start Page, Google itself, Ask.com, Ecosia, Brave Search, all Google. See if there's anything else. Metacrawler, SearchX. Let's see, because a lot of these are saying owned by Microsoft Bing, but oh wait, no, that's DuckDuckGo. That one says Bing, but I know for a fact that they just use Google results. Let's see. Lycos. Search engine and web portal spun out of Carnegie Mellon University. Okay, this comes from a university, so it may be actually unique. Let's see. Control F G O O G L. During introduced several media service phone was launched, allowing users to. Okay, no, that's just pulling information. Okay, so that one is actually unique, but you can NetEase has their own fucking search engine. Ew. But as you can see my point, quite a few of them, even if it's not labeled properly, just use Google search results and just pull search results from Google. So it's not like they're a search engine themselves that is searching through the World Wide Web itself. Well, our World Wide Web, because we're not on the dark web, and this shit doesn't pull results from the dark web. You need a special kind of web browser for that. I mean, special kind of search engine. Well, web browser too, but a special type of search engine for that. But back to what I was talking about. For Google and Google Chrome, it's like, look, I mean, not for Google Chrome, for Google.com, a lot of these search engines just use Google anyway. So it's like, even if they de-invest, they're still making money, because when you access a website's API and shit like that, they can charge you for that, because that's copyrighted content. Their algorithm, that's text. That's writing. Writing is protected under copyright law. So they might have to pay for that. So Google might be making money off of it anyway. So it's like, anyway, speaking of I just skipped past it. Speaking of artificial intelligence, the DOJ's proposal recommends that Google offer data crawling rights to parties such as content creators, so they can choose to opt out of, let's do that. They can opt out to, say, Google using its work to change large language model AI. For those of you who don't know, if you've ever posted a video to YouTube, Google has permission to take that video and use it to train its AI. That's part of why, a lot of people who make digital art, who are artists, who draw, that's a big reason why Blue Sky is gaining a lot of traction, because everybody that makes art is getting the fuck off of Twitter, because Twitter put in their terms of service that they're allowed to use your art if they want to train data. So Settings to one side, the fact that I, as a person who is infrequently funny on the internet, would personally very much not like to see my words regurgitated by AI. Anyone who's recently had to wade through search results flooded with AI and shitification can see this is a step in the right direction if it's enforced. As y'all just saw 2 seconds ago, I looked up something for what was it? Y'all can rewind the video to see it, to see exactly what it was. Oh, I think it was something about Bing. No, Samsung. I looked it up 2 seconds ago, where the whole thing about Samsung, whether they own Android or not. I look up one thing, it says that Samsung doesn't own Android. I look up another thing, it says that Samsung owns Android. So what the fuck? Which one is it, Gemini? That's why, like I said, Gemini is dumb as shit and I hate it. To recap, this is the result of a major court ruling back in August that found that Google acted illegally to maintain a monopoly over online search. Yeah, because everybody else is irrelevant or built off of them. News began to percolate. Yeah, it's time for the percolator. About which remedies the US DOJ would say. I can't read at night. DOJ would seek with its sights set on Android and Chrome for part of these areas, blah, blah, blah. The DOJ's proposals are being brought before the same judge who made the heavy-hitting ruling back in August, though we won't know which courses of action that nigga gonna pursue sometime next year. Till then, no, it's Now, let me stop. Now, one final thing I want to talk about. So if y'all haven't heard, this nigga Drake threw a RICO charge at UMG, Universal. I said United. Drake threw a lawsuit at UMG, Universal Music Group, because he threw a RICO charge. So for those of y'all who aren't familiar, let me look up RICO charge so y'all can understand what I mean. What is a RICO? Let me see if I can find a short video of explainer. What is the RICO Act? There we go. So before I explain that statement, Drake got dissed by Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar got everybody and their mama calling that nigga a pedophile, and he sent them a RICO charge. Now, if you don't know what that is,
exactly,
here it is.
Terror, Influenced, and Corruption Organization Act.
Which is what RICO stands for. Let me run it back.
What exactly is the Racketeer, Influenced, and Corruption Organization Act?
R.I.C.O.
Law that Willis is using against Trump. Well, specifically allows prosecutors to target people in positions of authority within a criminal organization, not just lower level people doing the dirty work.
Let me reiterate that. This nigga Drake essentially called Spotify a criminal organization. You know, usually criminal organizations do shit like send out hits, they get people murdered, they sell drugs, guns, and all kinds of other illicit things. Prostitute people of all age ranges because there's people willing to pay for that. Sick fucks. Usually criminal organizations do shit like that. But Drake said, no, you're botting. You're making people listen to his music. That's a crime. Let's keep going.
Yeah, generally speaking, it allows prosecutors to charge multiple people who commit separate crimes while they're all working towards a common goal. This is instead of making sure you can pin.
He said that everybody in Spotify, especially the heads of Spotify and UMG, need to go down because they're a criminal organization.
Any one specific crime on any one person. You're essentially charging a whole group of people for a whole group of crimes. And they consider that to be a...
He said them botting those songs was a group of crimes. That wasn't one crime. That was a whole host of crimes. He said all you niggas need to pay up for committing crimes against humanity, which is promoting Kendrick's song and making me look bad.
criminal enterprise. So you're going to hear that word a lot, enterprise.
Again, just to help you process, this nigga Drake is calling that shit a criminal enterprise.
Georgia's RICO Act makes it a crime
for botting. By the way, some shit that really didn't happen. Okay.
To participate in one of those enterprises through what they're calling a pattern of racketeering activity, or it's a crime to just even conspire to do that. Now, it's important to...
For those of y'all who don't know what conspire means, it means to plan to do something. So, for example, yes, it's a different charge for if you actually take someone's life versus if you plan to do it, but it is a charge for if you sit there and say, all right, I want to end this person's life. Here's how we're going to do it. So we're going to wait till he gets up in the morning and goes to his car, and we're going to have some C4 under his car, and we're going to be sitting across the street with binoculars, and then we're going to press a button and make that C4 blow up his car with him in it when he gets to go out of his car to go to work in the morning. And if police catch you on tape doing that, by the way, that was fictitious for the purpose of education. So if the police catch you doing that, they can send you to jail for premeditated murder. I mean, not premeditated murder, for conspiracy to murder. Basically, you wanted to get somebody killed and you seriously sat there and planned how you wanted to do it, how you wanted it to happen. That's what conspiracy to murder or conspiracy to commit a crime is.
Note here that the crimes that are being alleged don't necessarily have to come to fruition or work for a RICO charge to still stick.
Some of his...
They just have to have proof that you tried.
...conspirators are, under the RICO Act, the acts of one are deemed to be the acts of all.
And you can...
If you're not following, in the case of the RICO Act, going along with the example, let's say when I said that sentence, I was sitting with 5 other people that didn't like this random dude, and all 5 of us wanted him to get murdered, get killed, his life ended, right? So let's say all 5 of us were sitting around a table and saying we'll all pool in money to pay a hitman or pay a explosive expert to make us some C4 to smack under that nigga's car to blow his ass up. Everybody who said they was gonna pool in money, even if you didn't pool in money, or even if you did and you blew up that nigga's car and it didn't kill him, still can get charged.
Special counsel Jack Smith, who had unindicted co-conspirators but named Trump as the only person being charged in that case. This case, very, very different. Experts...
Which is weird, but...
...the RICO law to allow prosecutors to provide a more complete picture of everything that went on and have a more cohesive narrative that ties everyone together and can allow them to sort of tell that story, which then allows...
Current president, by the way.
...allows them to get in some detailed information that might not relate to specific crimes, but would still be relevant to the broader alleged scheme here.
Current president, by the way. But just in case y'all don't know what a RICO is, this nigga Drake sent a fucking RICO at the label for letting Kendrick drop the song. He's basically saying y'all niggas should have forced him to undrop the song. So after him dropping that first RICO wasn't enough, this nigga spun back and said, let me sue again. If any of y'all were questioning if Drake had any caucasity in his body, a day after filing an action in New York accusing UMG of illegally boosting Lamar's track on Spotify, Drake's company leveled similar claims in Texas court regarding radio giant iHeartRadio. Oh my God. Where I think this is about to go is I think he's going to sue them and say that they payola played his song. He's going to say that because of payola, y'all played his song. Fuck the fact that I, in real time, have video proof that this nigga was getting 1 million views 5 minutes after he dropped the fucking song with no promo. Nigga got 1 tweet about the damn song, tweets about the song once. Like an hour after the song was already out or some shit like that. A tweet that you're not gonna see till 2-3 hours of the song being out. Nigga will drop a song on YouTube and it'll have 1 million views in like an hour. 5 million, 2 million views. I remember Squabble Up excuse me, he dropped that song yesterday, and when I watched it, it was already damn near at 1 million views. Let's see what it's at already, and that shit dropped yesterday. Videos. Oh wait, it was right there. Whatever. Squabble up. Let's see what it's at. It dropped like a day ago. It's at 5 million views. It dropped 24 hours ago. It's at 5 million views. It dropped 24 hours ago. Now, I don't know if y'all know how YouTube works, because I remember one time for a video that I never released, I tested this out, but YouTube is very good at identifying bot plays. And if your video has bot plays on it, YouTube will actually lower the number of your video's views to subtract the bot plays from the amount of real human plays. So if you're not following, if your video has 100 views combining both bots and people, if your video has 100 views combining both bots and people, but 60% of those views are bots, meaning out of 100 views, 40 views came from humans, 60 views came from robots. Even though your video has 100 views, YouTube will go into the counter and change your shit from 100 views to 40 views. Because only 40 real people are counted as watching your video, or only 40 times as, according to YouTube's count, a real person watched this video. So you can't throw those bot allegations at YouTube at all. Okay, I'm telling you this because I personally, back in the day, tested this shit myself. Now, when I was making that video, I was dumb as shit, and I was like, the video didn't come out well at all, so I just scrapped it because I was too lazy to re-go over it and make it actually good. But I did learn that one thing from it. So it's like, yo, botting on YouTube does not work at all. If you go and pay for bots on Spotify, even though that shit is still stupid, that's one thing. But to pay for bots on YouTube, that's the worst site to pay for bots, because they will delete views off your fucking video every time a bot watches your shit. So I say that to say 5 million views in a day. Let's see how much he got on how much he has on Not Like Us, both the video and the audio. Control F. Oh wait, right here. 179 million views. 178 million views. So for as much as people watch the video in 6 months, it's as much as people listen to the song in 4 months. And the video is gonna eventually be higher in the long run because people like the visuals and the little snippet of Squabble Up before that song that later got its own video yesterday. That was released yesterday. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Someone who had to resort to botting their fucking streams wouldn't have these type numbers. They wouldn't have these type numbers. Look at this. Even though that's 100 million, look, 40 million, 50 million, 30 million. Before the beef, 39 million, 5 million, 2 million, 9 million. We Cry Together, 4 million, 90 million. Kendrick Lamar, N95. On an audio, 25 million, 12 million, 3 million, 14 million, 4 million, 10 million, 5 million, 3 million, 6 million, 25 million, 47 million 2 years ago on the Heart Part 5. Kendrick Lamar SZA, All of the Stars, 400 million, 68 million, The Wicked, Kendrick Lamar, Pray For Me. So y'all see, before the beef, 8 years ago, 23 million, 9 years ago, 24 million. So I say all this to say, I'm not a Kendrick fan. Musically, I like J. Cole's music the most out of the three, but if we had to go by whose music I've listened to the most, it would go Kendrick, Drake, Cole. But if it would go, who do I think is the best? I would say Kendrick, Cole, Drake. Drake is the worst out of the three. He's good at what he does, but nothing else. That being said, it's like, yo, what the fuck is this? Sometimes you just gotta eat your L and move on. And this isn't even on no like, oh, don't do business or oh, you're a hater type shit. It's like, yo, part of being a hip hop artist is understanding the sixth element, looking cool. Now, a lot of people who don't look cool genuinely would like to deny that people don't listen to music based on who they think is cool, and people only listen to music based on whose music they like. That's a fucking lie. A lot of people go listen to music based on metrics like popularity, views. Who does it look cool to be associated with? Everybody wants to be on the winning side of history by all means necessary. Okay? That being said, it's like, yo, if you're the losing side of history, sometimes you have to just swallow your L and move on. It's not like you're in a war where people is dying. It's not like this is one of those beef where niggas is getting clapped left and right in the streets over y'all beef and you can't let it go. A nigga called you a fucking pedophile. Move on, nigga. Either say something impactful to him back or move the fuck on. Like, business wise, this fucks with your reputation. This fucks with people wanting to listen to your music. How do you benefit from this? On the business side, where do you benefit from this? Because it damn sure ain't helping you on the publicity side. But the filing also offers key new details about his grievances towards the label where he has spent most of his entire career, which, like I said the other day, if UMG is the label that puts so much money in your pockets, the hand that's trying to feed me, why are you doing that? I'm not understanding. The label where he has spent his entire career, and it's not even on some loyalty shit, it's on some how do you benefit from this? Because like, you can't bite the hand that feeds you without the guaranteed benefit being higher than the guaranteed downside. Knew that Kendrick's song falsely accused him of being a certified pedophile and a predator, but chose to release it anyway. Predator is vague and you can't prove that in court. Certified pedophile, can't prove that. Can't prove that. Also, again, there's another case of Drake and Drake fans not understanding a fucking lyric. He didn't say certified lover boy. I guarantee you this nigga's a pedophile. He said certified lover boy, more like certified lover boy. What? I mean, fuck. Actually, let me look up the lyric. To make sure I'm not tripping. Not like us lyric. I think I spelled that wrong. No, I didn't. Control F. Dot. Buck. Wait, I might have to put a comma before the M. I see Debbie. Dot. What the fuck? So APEDO. Yeah, this is the right song. What the hell? Oh, yup. That's even worse. He didn't even say more like certified pedophile. The nigga didn't call you a pedophile. The nigga called Baka a pedophile. He said, and Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop. Dot fuck him up. Where is it? Just to clarify, Travis Savory, known as Baka Not Nice, was previously a former security guard signed with Drake's record label OVO Imprint, blah blah blah, 2017 and 2014. Wait, can y'all see that? Okay, look, boom. Just so I don't have to hear shit from anybody saying, "Oh, I'm making shit up. I'm not reading what it says." Y'all can see that clearly. Boom. Let me see if I can zoom in. All right, cool. In 2014, Baka was arrested and charged with forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution and trafficking her money. Baka's trafficking case was dismissed as she refused to testify and was instead convicted of assaulting her. This led to Drake mentioning his release from jail on the 2015 track Know Yourself. I might declare it a holiday as soon as Baka get back on the road. When Baka got out of jail, there was a lot of different paths he could have took. He decided to focus on music. This nigga has a case for sexually trafficking women. That's a weird case. Why is he around? Kendrick references Drake's September 2021 album Certified Lover Boy. Kendrick using the word pedophile stems from accusations of Drake grooming and showing interest in underage girls. For example, back in 2010, there was a video circulating around. Is this a video? I'm not gonna play it, but I just want to show that it exists. Okay, so y'all could go look up this video for yourselves. I'm just showing that the video exists and that they're not making some shit up and referencing some shit that doesn't exist. Okay, cool. And look, this video was posted in January 5th, 2019. YouTube got rid of the feature where you could back post clips or say when the clip was originally made. They got rid of that post before I was in high school, so in like 2015. So if a post says that it was uploaded in 2019, it was really uploaded in 2019. This beef, like the back and forth with the tracks, started in 2024. Okay, let's keep going. Where a then 23-year-old Drake started kissing a 17-year-old girl at one of his concerts after finding out her age. He kissed her again and said, "I can't go to jail, man. Yet, man. You 17? Why you look like that? You thick. Look at all this. I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel against my chest." I can confirm, as someone who's seen the fucking clip, that is the shit that he said. Here, however, Kendrick is also seemingly referencing members of Drake's entourage as sex offenders. For example, Baka Not Nice was a former security. They just referenced that. He got a sex offender on Hovio. That's why he keep on a monthly allowance. The cover art for Not Like Us features an image of Drake's mansion edited in a way that closely mimics the modern sex offender registry. Pinpoint. Okay, that's just explaining the art. There you go if you want to read that. But yeah, just to clarify, he said it in general. Certified lover boy, more like certified pedophiles. Because honestly speaking, what the fuck? Stop. Because honestly speaking, when you got a sex offender around you, it's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't matter what type of sex offender, nigga. You sexually offended. I don't give a fuck what kind. UMG, so even this part of calling him a certified pedophile, nah, nigga, you are. There's 4K footage, nigga. You did that shit in front of thousands of people. And the predator, that one you can't even argue, because I don't think there's a legal definition for a predator, but chose to release it anyway. UMG could have refused to release or distribute the song or require the offending material to be edited or removed. I wanted them to say he couldn't diss me. Ah! I thank God every day I wasn't born this much of a bitch ass nigga. Offending material to be edited or removed. Drake's lawyers right, but UMG chose to do the opposite. UMG designed, financed, and executed a plan to turn Not Like Us into a mega viral hit with the intent of using the spectacle of harm to Drake and his business to drive consumer hysteria and, of course, massive revenues. That plan succeeded, likely beyond UMG's wildest expectations. Yes, because the nigga don't like you and he spoke facts. But, you know, go on stream with random niggas like XQC and say sneak disses to a nigga that dissed you in 4K. Nigga didn't do none of that internet shit. He dissed you and kept it moving. Like the New York film filing on Monday, the new petition isn't quite a lawsuit. Instead, it's a so-called pre-action filing aimed at taking depositions. Fuck that word, be beating my ass. From key figures at UMG and iHeart in order to obtain more information that might support Drake's accusations in a future lawsuit. If y'all not understanding what all that jibber jabber said, he's trying to create a narrative that says all of this shit. He's trying to force these people to say everything he did was cap. But we got 4K footage, nigga. It wasn't. And seeking that, we got 4K footage and court documents saying that you got pedophiles in your camp. Baka Not Nice. You want me to look that nigga up in the sex offender registry? Oh, all right. And seeking that information, Drake's lawyers say they already have enough evidence to pursue a claim for defamation. No, they don't. Against Ung, that they might also tack on civil claims of fraud. How? And racketeering based on what they discovered from the depositions. Ung and iHeartRadio didn't respond. UMG responded to yesterday's filing with a statement provided to Billboard. The suggestion that UMG would do any of this shit is preposterous. I'm not going to take this statement serious for the simple fact Any corporation that gets sued says some shit along these lines, whether it is or isn't true. So the fact that they're not going in depth, I don't give a. Oh wait, there's more quote. I'm bugging. We employ the highest ethical. Oh wait, yeah, I read that shit. No, you don't. Oh, there's more. There's more article. Okay, let's keep going. Like Monday's bombshell petition, a new filing in Texas is another remarkable escalation in a high-profile beef. Okay, blah blah blah. It also represents the deepening rift between Draki and UMG, where the star has spent his. Oh yeah, we read this yesterday, basically. Long story short, that nigga spiraling. Why you throwing lawsuits? Nas didn't. I mean, I said Nas. Jay-Z didn't get. Jay-Z. First off, in my opinion, Jay-Z won against Nas, but the common consensus is that Nas won. Jay-Z didn't get dissed by Nas and start throwing lawsuits. Nas didn't hear Takeover shit himself and say, hey, cease and desist on Rock Nation. Nigga came harder. Hey man, when they say this new generation of artists is sensitive, I want to say no, they're not. Stop generalizing, but hey man, they might have a point. They might have a point, bruh. They might have a point. That being said, I'm about to point myself over to the Deathbound application because I want to play that game badly. I really want to play that game so bad. I've been waiting all damn day to play that game, and after I play that shit, I'm playing what you call it? Black Ops 6. Or should I play Black Ops 6 first? Hell no. Do I have anything unnecessary open? Yes, this. Let's open Deathbound while I change the game to Elden Ring. Exclamation point. If you are watching this live, all you have to do to keep watching stream is reload the tab. All I am doing is switching gears and playing this game. But if you want to continue watching, I'm going to stop the stream and start it again. All you have to do is reload your tab.